night. Sunday spotlights, here it's a treat. Tombi's chilling, the vibes are right. Let's talk small streamers and shine some light. About creators we know and love. They make the content we can't get it enough of. The grind of being small can really be tough. So Sunday we show love. As we build our community and family, making space for the ones who are like me. But this is more than marks and they're more than creators. I call them friends, now I'll see you later. Spotlight, Sunday spotlight. Spotlight, Sunday spotlight. Spotlight, Sunday spotlight. Spotlight, Sunday spotlight. About Christ's wise, we know we love, and make the content we can't get enough of. The grind of being small can really be tough. So Sunday we show love. As we build our community and family, making space for the ones who are like me. But this is more than marks and they're more than creators. I call them friends, now I'll see you later. Spotlight, Sunday spotlight. Spotlight, Sunday spotlight. Spotlight, Sunday spotlight. Sunday spotlight. Sunday spotlight. Spotlight. Sunday spotlight. Spotlight. Sunday spotlight. Spotlight. Sunday spotlight.
Wow, that's really, really high. Toasty's name is like floating right across my face. I've got to look above it. How are we doing, guys? Thank you very much indeed for joining me, Tombi, on the Tombi channel for Sunday Spotlight. And seeing as we've got a special guest with us, I'm just going to switch my view around. Let's jump into here. Let's add Abe into the mix. How you doing, Abe?
Hello. What's going on?
Oh, living a dream, mate. Living a dream. I've just realised I'm going to have to switch that around. Let's move that. You're going to be down here. There we go.
Okie doke.
That makes more sense. But yeah, living a dream, mate. Is, to be honest, it's been a bit of a lazy Sunday. Not really achieved too much. Just been doing the usual set out streams for the rest of the week. Got the 2Ts podcast sorted, updated. Hump day for Wednesday.
I always think it's funny, like what you consider to be a lazy Sunday would be a highly productive day for a regular person.
The thing is, I can't just sit down and not do anything. My brain just will not let me.
Yeah.
I've been sorting out stuff for Steel Legs, so I popped into Steel Legs, sorted a couple of little things out for him, sorting some stuff out for the son as well, just giving him some ideas. But yeah, it's been bloody crazy mental.
Yeah. Sounds it.
Yes. But let's have a quick hello to the chat. Steel Legs in chat. And Tombi, hello, how you doing today? Be blessed. Today is my mum and aunt's birthday. They are twins. And yes, say happy birthday to Mama Steelleg and Auntie Steelleg. Go give them a big squidge and make sure you cook them a nice dinner, brother. Make sure you cook them a nice dinner. And Clifton, our special guest from last week. How you doing, sir? It's good to see you. Good to see you. And then we got Toasty, who upset me so much with some of her vitriol that she's put into bloody chat today. Shocking.
Heresy.
Drinking, yeah, heresy. Especially for someone who obviously grew up mostly in the UK. Cups of tea are our staple of life. And Toasty comes in, tries to ruin everything, and says, I'm drinking coffee because it's far better. It's like, Just you wait till I come to the States, mate. Just you wait. No one's going to survive. I'm going to come. The fact that we're flying into Boston first is just hilarious to me. Because I am going to be bringing tea bags from the UK, and I am going to tea bag as many Americans as I can do, especially when we land. Cinnamon Shifts. Hey, Tombi. How you doing, Lee? It's good to see you, mate. And yeah, there's the vitriol. Look at that. Disastrous comment. It's not better. It's not better. And yes, Abe is correct. Heresy. You have sullied yourself with incompartment.
That's worth a flogging in some countries.
Do you know what? It would probably be quite enjoyable, to be honest. Cinnamon Shift. Got a headache. Been making a video most of the day, so when he gets actual clips, it makes it easier to edit. So Cinnamon Shift, obviously the son just starting his own streaming stuff up, and he's going through the process of learning how to do his thumbnails, learning how to do intros, learning how to do the music. So every now and again, I just get a message in the background. Can you have a look at this? Can you have a look at this? How do you do this? How do you do that? It's like, yes. You can do it this way. I need to put Botrix on, not Botrix. Camera 2. I need to move camera 2. Let's move camera 2. Let's put camera 2 over here. Anybody who's using EV Mux, one of the best things that EV Mux has done lately is enable the chroma key on sources. Oh, it's fantastic.
Nice.
There we go. Cool beans, cool beans. Back to chat. Back to the chat. Daily Dysfunction, of course. Daily's here. And yes, your Abe is live.
Mm-hmm.
Daily Dysfunction. Yay, Kiso. Do you know what? I think I actually counted earlier. There's something like 100 odd people now combined between the intro and outro. So the intro, completely different from the outro in terms of the list of people that are on it. And I've still probably got enough space for another 60 people. So as we look at people, whether they're on Twitter, Kick, Rumble, Twitch, you name it, as we come across new creators, they get added to the intro or the outro. Toasty, you need to update the intro with me shaking my tits to Erica. I'm a costume wearing a Hitler stash. Fairy Muff.
Yeah, that was an interesting clip.
Let me find it. Let me fucking find it. What episode was that? If Toasty, send me a link in Discord to the video that's on, and then I'll extract it in the background. Bishop! How you doing, Bishop? It's good to see you, my friend. Do you know what? You had me in fucking stitches when you popped in to see Leon. He's fucking... he's popped in to see Leon, saying hello to everybody. And next thing you know, he's like creeping around and just popping up in the corners of his webcam. And then he's from this corner. And then he's reappeared like over here. That's just freaking hilarious.
Is it like a Mortal Kombat where he pops up in a corner? Toasty!
Yeah. Toasty! I can still do that really well. I may as well do voice acting, guys. I may as well do it.
Yeah.
Snotopus! How you doing? How are humans and other critters? Good to see you. And Dadman, hail Tombi, I'm raiding with a bear. Are you sure it's a bear and not a beer? That's the question. That is the question. If I was raiding, I'd be doing it with a cup of tea, possibly a beer, definitely whiskey. But we'll accept a bear if you're raiding with a bear. It's not a problem. Mike, how you doing, brother? Long time no see. I hope you're doing very well, my friend. And brother Rick is in chat as well. And of course, someone else who we haven't seen in a while. Not because of anything other than she's busy probably with the babby. Natty McBatty. How you doing, Natty? It's good to see you, sweetheart. It's good to see you. Bend over. Bending over. How you doing, mate? It's good to see you. Natty says, the live stream says Abe, but I could have sworn he sounds more like Tombi with a fancy voice modifier. This Abe is fake. You are definitely coming out, though, aren't you? Out the closet. I'm sure you are. Right, I'm going to check. Just in case no one can actually hear you. Because that would be freaking hilarious, because we've seen that happen before.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are. Definitely. You are definitely coming out the closet. So that's cool. That's fine. We're sorted. This
You're just giving Rick more ammunition there, mate.
Do you know what? And the thing is that Natty, I'm not sure how many chats you've been in where Abe's been on as well, where his mic is now near perfect. It's so clear and so good, and we can hear him all the time now. So he's so clippable. So clippable. Especially freaking Behelzebub pub yesterday. Oh, there's another episode where I was laughing my cock off.
Oh yeah, we've got an ongoing Twitter war as to what is and what isn't a sandwich now.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Right, hot dog bun.
It's a hot dog bun.
Is it a sandwich, though?
Well, the main contention was what is a sandwich and what's a burger.
Yeah. Okay.
So the Americans all refer to a chicken burger as a chicken sandwich.
Which is wrong.
Yes.
Correct.
Which is what me and Anna contended.
Okay, so my logic for what is a sandwich versus what is a burger in a roll or a hot dog is the fact that when you've got a sandwich, you are taking two items and you're squashing something between them, and you are sandwiching the contents.
Yeah.
Now, burgers, arguably, see, that's the fucking contention, isn't it? Because burgers,
it's a tricky one.
You do the same thing.
Yeah.
A hot dog, technically, not, because the hot dog's one piece of bread. It's got to be two separate pieces of bread.
Give me a ping, Vasily. One ping only, please.
How you doing, brother? Mate, that would be a really good conversation to have, actually. What is best? Epic gameplay fun? I've got to catch up on chat. There's so many people here. Yeah, that's a really good conversation to have, actually. What makes a sandwich a sandwich?
Yeah, it's not as straightforward as you might think.
No. The burger can be technically either, but the burger's the one that foxes me, because for me, it's something sandwiched between two pieces of bread. And a burger is, by definition, sandwiched between two pieces of bread. However, it's a top and bottom bun.
Yeah.
Oh, Ben! Thank you for the blur. I have to put up with this one for a little bit of time, guys. This is the type of shit you'll find on the Tombi channel. Music all the time. Blurps all the time. Get used to it. They're amazing. And if you haven't got blurps, make sure you get blurps and enable them, because they are fantastic. Cheers, Ben. Thank you. Toasty. Yeah, thank you. Nina. Hello, sausage. How you doing, Nina? It's good to see you. How you been, hun? Hopefully you are very, very well. Yeah, I'll check my DMs. Snortopus is just saying, waves paw. Polar bear. Polar bear. Gotcha. I understand the Dadman reference now.
Display your members proudly.
That's for you, Nina. There is... Nina, there is so many pervs of you. Holy shit. I've just realised that people could probably rattle off about 15, 20 blurbs where Nina's been clipped.
Oh,
X-Ray
yeah,
Girl,
easy.
Nina, Mr. P, Az, Gary, everybody. Everybody's been blipped so hard. David Morris, good to see you, my friend. How you been? I'm just going to skip through. I'm just going to say hello to people we haven't said hello to. And Toshi saying, I've seen Nina everywhere, but never spoken to her before. Nina's awesome. Nina's my...
Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. My Fuzzy Wuzzy has no hair. Oh my god.
That is definitely the one I think of the most.
Yeah. Nina is one of my main partners in crimes when it comes to Baldur's Gate 3. We had such a whale of a time playing through that game.
Yeah.
Such a whale of a time. And I miss it. I miss playing that session. It was really, really good. I've actually now, since obviously I'm playing with Art of Dominique, and it's a slightly different playthrough because I know what to expect. I know how to approach the game. But when myself and Nina were going through it, we were just having a whale of a time. It's Bear's turn. God damn it, Gale, as he misses for the 15th time in a row. Right, here, spitting through, bouncing through. Pete, hunting thumbnails for my stream lane later at the minute, Tommy. Do you know what? I'm going to share this on screen. Ever since I discovered how easy Adobe Express is, I've done everything in Adobe Express now. As you can tell, everything from my overlays, whether it's Twitch, Rumble Kick, all that crap, then onto my actual thumbnails for content. Oh, it's chef's kiss at how quick it is. I mean, I can turn around a relatively decent thumbnail in about 2 minutes now. I'm saving myself so much time.
Yeah.
And
I'm going to have to dabble in it a bit more.
Mate, honestly, if people have got access to Adobe Photoshop, and if you're paying for Photoshop already, you're getting Express for free anyway. You might as well crack on and do it. And it's so user-friendly in terms of how to use it. Down the right-hand side, obviously, you've got your elements. So if I wanted to just change my background, I can go hit replace. What do I want to replace it with? A photo, some design assets. Let's go for a background. Say I'm making a new intro or a new thumbnail for, say, something happening in America. America, fuck yeah. And quite easily, bang, there's the background, or switch a background around, find the background that you exactly want, and then replace your images, replace your avatar, move your avatar around, change your words. So quick, like 2-3 minutes, done. I'm like not spending half the amount of time that I was in Photoshop. It's like no time at all. This is like medieval Viking music, but I like it. That is Skald. So the band you're after, if you want to listen to that, is Skald, Toasty. Hail Long, very, very similar. I'm into all of my Old Norse music. I love it.
Woodrune is one of my favorites.
Woodrun, yes. Can you hear the ice cream van?
Yeah.
What
That's a little creepy.
What fucking lunatic is out in February? It's like minus freaking 2 outside and it's bloody ice cream van.
You sure it isn't the kind of ice cream van that
Mate.
sells special ice cream?
Yes, come and jump into my van, little boy. I'm going to give you a lollipop. Yes, Abe. Abe goes running off. Fucking Jesus.
And it was like, yeah, I'd like a 99, please. And it's like, all right, that'll be 75 quid then, please, mate.
Yeah, 75 quid. I tell you what, 99s used to be the go-to ice cream for kids. It was either that or Witches Hats.
Yeah.
Where you used to get a cone, ice cream in it, and there would be a rocket lolly. They'd shove that in the top, and then you flip it upside down. It looked like Witches Hat.
Yeah.
But they were good times. They were good times. Rio! Yeah, Nina, Adobe Express. Honestly, Adobe Express, it comes with the Adobe Creative Cloud installation, and it takes me seconds. Don't need to fuck around with anything. And there's excuse my language, but you know how I talk anyway. But it's so quick, and the results, I can't argue with the results. It's a night and day difference from my old thumbnails, where I'd used to take the thumbnail or the wallpaper from the video game and put stuff on top of it. I can just throw this together in seconds, few. And to be honest, it's so quick now that the time I'm saving here, I'm spending more time putting more effort into all of the overlays. Now, if you were to watch my gaming streams, I've got a overlay for YouTube. I've got a different overlay for Rumble, a different overlay for Twitch, different overlay for Twitter. And I've got a new plugin, and it sends a different looking scene to each one of those sources. So if you're streaming, say, small streamers, if you're streaming to two destinations, you're using OBS. You have to use OBS for it. There is a plugin from Stream Elements. So it's Stream Elements Live, and it allows you to set up. Let me bring up my screen. It allows you to set up multiple different layouts. Let me share this screen with you guys so you can get an idea of what I'm talking about. Window, entire screen. So I need to share this entire screen. Yes, I know I'm sharing without sound. I don't want sound. So my normal OBS window is this one. That's your standard default OBS screen. When you install the app, when you install this Stream Elements Live, you get this one over on the left-hand side. And in the docs, I can open up Kick. I can open up Twitch. I can open up... That'll do for now. And if I bounce into live gaming, for instance, you can now see the layout as it would be for Rumble. If I go to Kick, different layout, chat's on a different position, the video's in a different position. Go to Twitch, different looking colors, back to one of the other sides. And I've got obviously I've got the YouTube. It's shit in the bed at the minute because I'm streaming in like multiple different locations. But I've got the vertical YouTube as well. Again, all comes together, and I can send each one of those.
I'm happy to be whipped.
Whoosh. I'm happy to be.
I heard that one before.
It's great. It's great. So that gives you an idea of what you can do with that plugin. I am going to do a installation guide and a setup guide as part of my Sunday Spotlight guides. So I am going to put that together. I'm going to upload that hopefully for tomorrow evening. And then that way people can come and jump into it, see what it does. And if you're certainly streaming over to YouTube, Rumble, Kick, you don't have to pay for it. Adobe Express is free. You don't have to pay for it. It's just that because I've got the Creative Cloud install, I can just connect to it directly from there. But it's so good, so good. Right, okay. I need to get a new screen. Okay, new tab. Happy days. We've got some content creators that we're going to bounce through really, really quickly. And Ryo, all good. Thank you very much indeed. Let me just make sure I haven't missed anybody before. Davey Verse, good to say. Yeah, exactly. Who's eating ice cream in February? Sorry, I'm catching up.
Oh, there's jizz all over this place. Holy fuck. Okay.
Yanni, you saucy man. Yarn Witch. Hello, fans. Able to pop in for a sec? Welcome. How you doing, sis? Good to see you. Good to see you. Galadorn's in place. Fucking hell, you noisy bastard!
It's getting closer. It's coming for you.
It's outside the freaking house. It's trying to tempt me. I'm not allowed ice cream because I'm already freaking fat enough as it is, but...
We're just going to see like a flash on the screen and then it's just right behind you.
I'm like, what the shit? Okay.
Yeah, like a horror movie.
Indeed. Right, okay, so the purpose of today's show, like every other show that's come before it, this is episode number 23 already, is all about looking for and assisting small streamers, small creators with a few subs, some new comments, some new, basically, networking.
Ooh, I love that. Triple action.
Nice one, there you go.
I love that. That's the gangbang I like.
And what we tend to do is have a look, see what they're doing. I like to look at this as well from my perspective of an opportunity to learn what other people are doing with their channels. so that I can improve some of my stuff. Hence, why all of my overlays are now in place. I only started with the overlays, week before last week even. It's a recent thing because I was looking at other people and thinking, do you know what? All of these guys are looking really, really, really professional with their setup.
Goat outside.
It's just a goat.
No. It's a fucking goat.
It's a fucking goat. Love it. So I'm taking opportunities to learn, and I'm learning stuff all the time. Thumbnails, making Suno better and better each time. So my intros are all Suno. My thumbnails are getting much better in consideration with where I was. And the other benefit to this is obviously teaching other people, other streamers, other creators, some of the things that I've learned in the meantime that might find beneficial to themselves. So we're going to flick through. We've only got one person we're looking at on YouTube today. We've got 4, of which 2 we already know over on Twitch. We've got 3 over on Rumble, 1 over on Kick, and then we're going to call it a day. I've got to do some cooking after that. So the first group, is it fair to call them a group? Yeah, it's fair to call them a group. So the first guys that I want to just jump on and look at is the Buddy Shots podcast. Now, these guys came on my radar.
Fucking die. Oh, you
Lizzo's
bitch.
down.
You bitch. He's coming at me. Like, literally. Like, coming in my face.
Oh.
Do you know what? I actually miss playing Helldivers. And I'm so pissed off that Helldivers just shit the bed with the PlayStation Network. Because I was enjoying playing Helldivers, with Nina, with some of the other guys as well. And ever since PlayStation Network took it down, it just sucks. Now, I don't know how many people saw that Helldivers News or whatever released the Madagascan penguins playing Helldivers on Twitter. Nina, I still play it all the time. Really? I freaking refused. I was like, fucking PlayStation Network just shit the bed on it. It really pissed me off. Which is a shame because I freaking love that game. I loved it. But they just soured it in my mouth. But it was the point with the Madagascan. So they've used the 3 British penguins, British-speaking penguins from Madagascar, in a kind of like a small infographic for Helldivers. PlayStation Network is banned in Madagascar. So the irony is fucking unreal. Literally, the irony in using those penguins to pick up Helldivers. And that's the first thing I said. I went, isn't Madagascar on the banned list? Fucking idiots. Bacon Sarni's in the house. Good to see you, Bacon. Bacon.
I thought they were going to go back on the whole PlayStation thing.
I was expecting them to go back on it as well, bearing in mind how much it hurt their player base. And the player base is still okay, but it's nowhere near what it was.
Yeah.
It's nowhere near what it was. And I wish they would roll it back because it's on principle. I don't play it. And that's my principle. It doesn't matter. Everybody else can play it if they want to. That's entirely up to them. But it's the fact that they don't roll back all of those restrictions. That's the reason why I don't play it.
Yeah.
And the worst thing is a lot of the new games that are coming out, they're tying exactly the same rules to. They're just doing it ahead of time this time, so you know what to expect. It's fucking piss take. Anyway,
does anyone even play like Starship Troopers anymore?
I haven't played Starship Troopers in ages, which is also, again, another shame. Because Starship Troopers as well was a really, really good game that we were all enjoying. But it had a really, really short shelf life because we all moved on. Because the content wasn't updating often enough, we all moved on to other games. And we've never gone back. Conan Exiles suddenly came into the mix and that's what we were all playing. Or Baldur's Gate 3 came out and that's what most of us were playing. Barry H is just raided over on Twitch. Thank you very much indeed. And you brought Megalyn 73 with you as well. Thank you very much indeed. And Ryo says, "We've been ratted out, boys," says the skipper. Yeah, it was just hilarious that they used these penguins and PlayStation Network's banned. And there's so many people of us in chat right now that we were all playing Starship Troopers together. We're all playing Conan, and we've all moved on. Anyway, coming back to buddy shots. The purpose of this, not reminiscent of games, because old games are great, but buddy shots came on my radar mid last week. Basically, we were discussing some of the ongoing issues with some stuff in film, TV, and that. And I decided to check them out, and hence me bringing their links to you guys. So if we're looking at live and videos, even 4 days ago. So it was Day of the Dead was what actually captured me, because you know me, I like my horror games. I like watching horror, and these guys love to talk about all sorts of films. They're very much like B-roll. But a lot of the stuff that they're doing is TV film across the eras, whereas B-roll like to look at old stuff. And I thought, checking out some of their content, they're actually really funny guys, really engaging. I had no problem in interacting with their chat, with what they were doing. I'm just going to flip in and just mute for a second. And they go, obviously you can see on the table here, they go into the lengths of getting all of the bits to discuss and then discuss the film. So first shout out today goes to Buddy Shots. And of course, that's the other thing that I really liked, is the fact that they take shots. So anytime there's alcohol in, fucking Jesus Christ. Do you know that clip of penguins by Bendy Back Cucumber, that got hit so hard from BBC it was untrue.
Really?
Untrue. Yeah.
Jesus.
Penlings. And if no one knows what we're talking about, Benedict Cumberbatch,
I can't believe that during production nobody pulled him up on it.
I'm gobsmacked myself. I'm going to drop this link into chat so you've got an idea of what I'm talking about, guys. Watch it in your own time. But yeah, fuck the BBC. Hit hard by the BBC. Hit hard by the big black cop. Yes, indeed. Words and stuff. So yeah, first shout out, obviously going over to the Buddy Shots. Did I actually drop that link? Yeah, I did. I did drop the link into chat. Buddy Shots. Well worth it. I'm surprised they haven't got more subscribers. And just looking at some of the about, if you have a look at down towards the bottom, these guys have had their account since 2006. If this isn't a prime example, 581 videos, so I can see that they've probably been looking at their history. They've probably been removing some videos as they don't attract any more views, which is perfectly fine. I've got no problem with that. But it's such a shame that good content creators, the algorithms do not help good content creators, especially if they're live streaming all the time. Now, the good thing is with Buddy Shots, they are posting the occasional videos up, which is great. I definitely recommend as a channel, if you are on YouTube and you want to grow, try and look towards an 80-20 rule, possibly a 60-40 of 60% long form uploaded content versus 40% of live. The algorithm will work so much better in your favor if you're favoring more long form content. And I'm case in point of that. My algorithm is shite because 99% of my content is all live streamed. So my reach is very, very small. That's why I'm starting to do the Spotlight guide. So Mondays and Fridays dedicated now to more long form content. So I'm starting to sort that out. But definitely check these guys out. They are funny. What's that? You might also consider throwing some shorts in there. Why? Because YouTube. Yeah, and you are correct. So I've for my own stuff, I've now got long form, I've got the shorts, and that's the purpose of having that vertical view. So obviously one of the things that I'm doing, Tombi does mobile, and let me just share this tab. So I upload all of my content in vertical form, and then that allows me to make the shorts even easier, because all of these videos are all, I know the thumbnail is horizontal, but when you get into the gameplay, the actual gameplay is in the vertical orientation, and quite quickly I can extract just the section I want, create the short. I don't have to faff around with OBS, or I don't have to faff around with Premiere, cutting a bit of the video out here, moving it and duplicating it somewhere. I've already made the layout in the way I want it. I've just got to cut out the section that I want to use. So that's another thing from just a learning perspective, guys. It doesn't really take too much real estate or too much OBS processing power to do that. All you need to do is just have a either the vertical plugin from Atom or the Stream Elements plugin, and you can do exactly the same thing. I've just got a secondary channel where all my mobile views go over to. And it just makes life easier for creating shorts content, because there's plenty of content there, and it's plenty readable, plenty watchable. So Bendy Back Cucumber and his penglings, but back to Buddy's shots. Let's move on to some of our content creators over on Twitch. Dadman Walking, have a great day. Tombi, as always, thanks. Not a problem, sir. You take care of yourself. You take care. So Dadman and Mrs. Dadman both stream. Their links are also over on Discord in the Sunday Spotlight shout out channel. And as well as Battery, you'll find yourself in there. Everybody else who jumps into chat as well. All of the content creators that I come across, I put all their links in there. So we're just going to pop in and see Fee over at Twitch. Now offline, but she was playing earlier. Fee's a content creator. I love her content. She engages with the chat. My good God, there are few people that can probably compete with me in terms of automating everything. And one of those is definitely Fee. She uses StreamerBot as well as I do. I use StreamerBot for all of my voice activating stuff, as well as some of my scene switching, my automated messages. And I'm slowly pulling away from things like tools like Botrix. And Fee's been using StreamerBot for ages, and she's kindly shared some of her stuff with me, which is, again, back to that whole opportunity to learn from each other. So Fee definitely deserves some credit for some of the stuff that I've learned over the years. So Fee's over on Twitch. Like I say, we talk about Twitter, Twitch, Rumble, Kick, YouTube. Doesn't matter the platform. Everybody creates. It's StreamerBot. Let me StreamerBot. Let me get the link for you, Toasty. And there's the link for you, Toasty. So it's a really useful tool. And if I open it up, Stream Deck. Gotta love a Stream Deck, guys. Makes life easier. What did I just move there? Site's not locked down. Ugh. I'll just wait for that application to open in the background, and then I'll share it. So Fee's link over in chat. And this is StreamerBot. So let me share. By the way, Abe, just tell me to shut up anytime you want to speak. Speak over you.
No, well, I'm learning too.
Right, okay. So this is StreamerBot. So StreamerBot, across the top, you've got actions, action cues, commands, platforms. Obviously, in platforms, I can add Twitch, YouTube directly, and you can connect to both. But it's the actions. So, for example, I've got some alerts and media at the top. And if you jump onto my streams in the evening, whenever I say the word Hendry, or someone types '' Hendry in chat, a little video snippet I don't know if I've actually got Henry here. Let me just... I may as well add him in. Media share. No, wrong one. Media files. That's what we want. So whenever someone or I say Henry in chat, then what will happen is a little small snippet of Joe Henry comes out of nowhere and plays on screen. And there's plenty of little commands there that I use. I borrowed a list of commands from Nutty, and I don't know if anybody knows Nutty over at on YouTube. But he does quite a lot of these guide docs. And in fact, let's not bother with the video because it's just going to distract for now. So Nutty actually sets up quite a lot of these things and shares the results with his community. So definitely look at Nutty stuff. Have a look at StreamerBot. You'll find links to his channel in description now. And let me share screen. And yeah, Nutty, 5 OBS plugins, go down, workflows, stream elements, StreamerBot. So we did a full breakdown of StreamerBot, what you can use it for. Yeah, definitely pop across and give him some support. He's actually a really useful streamer, and I've certainly used quite a few of the guides. Bounce a lot off him as well.
Yeah, it's a great channel. I was looking at some of his videos the other day, and he just seems to cover practically everything, doesn't he?
Toasty says, Tombi, I use EVMux and I got my Twitch linked, but for some reason I go to Twitch and I'm offline. So you've set up the destination. Have you actually added the destination at the top of the screen? So if I was to, I can't share the current screen. Let me. So when you're in EVMux, guys, top right hand side there is a list of all of the locations that you can stream to. Now you set up your destinations outside of your studio. You come in your studio, and then you can add the link at that point. So to me, you've probably created the destination outside the studio, but in the destinations, you haven't hit the plus button to actually enable it. And once you hit the plus button, it'll actually come up as a link then. And you have to obviously do both. So we'll jump in. Apologies, Jake, I missed your question there. Jake says, do you know the best way to get started with content creation? Now, I can tell you certainly my journey through content creation, because where I started was all about playing video games. And the easiest place to start from, certainly if I was looking at video games or any topic, is what do you want to share with people? What content do you want to share? Do you want to share woodworking guides? Do you want to share painting, art streams? Do you want to share game streams? Once you have an idea of what you want to actually put out there, next is all about your brand. What do you want your channel to be called? How do you want your avatars to look? How do you want your setup to be? Once you've thought of those things and you've gone through some of those motions, look at Adobe Express. I created a lot of my stuff in a lot of my recent stuff, Jake, all comes from Adobe Express. My avatars and my original logos and stuff like that, I made myself, like best part of 2 years ago. You can use AI. So if you look at AI generation, you can easily make yourself some avatars and things like that. So there are certainly tools out there to make that start a lot easier. Then it's all about your platform. YouTube massively prefers long form content over live streaming. Twitch is the other way around. Twitch loves live stream content and less of the long form uploaded stuff. Rumble's a mix, Kick's very much Twitch. So think of the platforms you want to be streaming on, because that's then going to govern how you stream to those. Next question is all about how you're going to actually stream to those various locations. Are you going to use your PC? Are you going to be using OBS? Certainly, if it was me and I was starting out, I started out off with StreamYard's OBS. I quickly knocked that on the head because I found it inferior compared to OBS. So once I had OBS installed, once I had my scenes installed, so always have an intro scene, always have a stream starting stream scene, always have your live scene, your AFK or your intermission scene, as well as your outro scene. 5 scenes is all you need, and then you can hit the ground running in terms of content creation or streaming. Now, if you're looking at long form stuff, then obviously video editing is going to be the way that you need to go. And there's many different tools for video editing. I use mostly Adobe stuff because I get access to that via work anyway. So I need those tools for work. So when I'm doing video editing, I'll be using Premiere, but you can easily use DaVinci Resolve, which is also free. There's many other applications, Clipchamp, CapCut, Bandicam. There's so many different applications you can use. Nutty, if I was to advise anybody, watch some of Nutty's stuff because he goes through some of these things that I'm obviously discussing with you right now. And after that, it's a case of practice makes perfect. Get out there, get streaming, start uploading content, and over time, your speed and efficiency in streaming or creating content will get faster as your practice improves. And certainly by the time you're up to a year, 2 years, you'll be so ahead in terms of where you started that it becomes second nature for you to stream.
Yeah.
A lot of the times I provide, so on my Discord, if anybody's interested, on my Discord, I've got some starter templates for OBS to get people just ball rolling on how their scene should be and stuff like that. So it comes with some music, comes with some layouts, all copyright free, so you can use them to your heart's content. So definitely jump across over to Discord, have a look for the handy utilities and the handy guide channels. Stuff's in there for people to use. But yeah, good question, Jake. There's certainly a few things you just need to consider. But as long as you look at, okay, what is your content going to be? What platform you want to do it on? How you're going to stream or how you're going to create it? And it's practice makes perfect after that, brother. Mirren, good morning and hail. Going to be playing some Final Fantasy 14 with Mirren later. Good to see you. Good to send you. Right, let's flip.
Booty juices on my dishes! I can't do it! I can't! Booty juices on my dishes! Booty juices on my dishes! Booty juices on my dishes!
John says all of Toasty's destinations are set up correctly. I'll have to jump in a session with you on the back end, John, so you can show me. Uncle Martin, sucks at gaming. Hello there. Good to say OBS pisses all over other streaming recording software as it's not full of bloatware. Yep, 100%. And this is why I stepped back from StreamYards to go back to OBS. And this is also another reason why I went from Streamlabs to OBS. It's another reason why I went from StreamYards to EVMux, because EVMux was a lot better product. Wasn't in the early days, granted, some connection related stuff, but now I've got absolutely zero issue from streaming with EVMux. And don't worry about the analytics until you are established a bit. Yeah, 100%. Analytics, try not to worry about how many subs you've got, how many views you've got. It's all about just getting your content out there. Get comfortable with creating your content. Just keep on putting it out there. I've seen so many smaller creators decide to call it a day because they're not getting as many views as they would expect. I was getting very few views when I first started. It's just part of the process. Once people come to understand... Yeah, go for it, Abe.
I was just going to say, one of the, perhaps the most important component is no matter what you choose to stream, no matter what content you want to make, it has to be something that you're actually passionate about, something that you really enjoy. You know, because as soon as doing this starts to feel like an actual job, you're going to start hating it.
On this one, and
Yeah, I need to
Even
just
Matuda-
shut this window because someone's grinding. Oh no, sounds like they stopped. My next one. So obviously we'd linked fees. The next person on my list was actually Battery H, who just so happened to be in chat. Right, this bastard freaking grinders. 2 seconds. I mean, how inconsiderate. It's like 20 past 5 on a Friday. Fucking Friday, Jesus Christ. Sunday. And you start someone's bloody grinding metal or something. Yes, indeed. Right, okay. I'm just going to ban someone on Twitch. Nothing beats getting bots that come in to say, guess what? Best viewers on such and such and such and such. That's the other thing as well, guys. Make sure that you've got bot protection and all that crap, because banned!
That does seem to be particularly bad for bots, doesn't it?
Yeah, Twitch. I find the most via Twitch and via Rumble, to be honest. It's both of those two. I get very little bots over on YouTube, and I get like 1 million different bots over on Twitter. It's untrue. So, Battery H. I actually found Battery H when I was going through my Extra Life charity. So every year I do Extra Life charity. Well, every year. Last year was my first full year of the Extra Life charity. This year is going to be year number 2. March, I'm going to be doing a 8-hour session. Then March, April, May, June. June, I'm going to do a 24. Then April, June, August, September, October. October will be... No, it's November. Will be another 24-hour session, and then so on and so forth. But Extra Life Charity. Charity raises money and funds for kids, charity networks. And last year, obviously, Major Zap invited me to do the Extra Life Charity with him. And we knocked it out of the park. We freaking destroyed the goal. So I originally had a goal of £1,000 or $1,000, and it hit 1,400. And I was like, oh, fuck it. Let's just fucking extend it to $2,000. Next thing you know, we've raised 2,200 something. So absolute storming year. Now, the good thing with Extra Life is there's a list of other people that are Extra Lifers. And I saw that Battery H was one of them. And just so happened to bounce across to one of his channels as he was live. And Battery H, we had a good conversation in his chat, all about, obviously, Extra Life and some of that stuff, and found him over on Twitter as well. And yeah, enough said. Anybody that takes their time to support things like Extra Life charities for children, anything like that, worth their weight in gold to me, and definitely deserves all the support. So, Battery H, just going to drop your stuff into chat. Gaming content, really, really good. I enjoy the content. I enjoy the interactivity with the chat. Keep it going. So both father and a gamer, lover of simulation and strategy. I'm raising money for sick kids and hope that we can all have fun doing it. So really, really handy to have a schedule. So this is a couple of other things in terms of streaming and content creation. If you're live streaming over on Twitter, make sure you've got a schedule. Make sure you make it visible when people can expect to see some of your content. Make sure you've got chat rules, and that's applicable anywhere. Make sure you've got chat rules, because then if someone does something that you don't appreciate, you can refer them back to the chat rules, and if they keep on doing it, they can then get a ban. But they've got no comeuppance against why they've got ban. So chat rules, definitely. Some of the games that Battery plays, European Truck Simulator 2. Well, guess what? The son also plays that quite often, so it's good to see. And obviously some facts. Who are you, snarky old man your mother warned about? Currently reside in the Gulf Coast of Louisiana. Do you stream both for Extra Life? See the Extra Life section, because I enjoy playing games. This is perfect. Engage with your chat, guys. I don't see it often enough. I normally see a one-liner that says, "Hello, I'm Bob and I play games." That's it. Bacon Sunny, my content is appearing again tonight. Did they sort out your internet? Good. If that's the case, you have moved in though, haven't you? Or was that tomorrow? When did you move in? It was last Monday or tomorrow Monday? Shit. Have to get to me about the donation extra life. I'm trying to convince more people to join our team. So if you're a content creator and you want to do an extra life session this year, just give me a shout and I'll send you an invite to the team. More people on the team, more money raised, more effort. Be absolutely fantastic. And Uncle Martin, hello, I'm your uncle and I suck at gaming. Yes, you do suck. You do suck big time. Right, so Battery H. And then there's one more over on Twitch that I wanted to pop in and see. And this person was forwarded to me from... He's actually live right now. So he's currently playing some... I think he was playing some Destiny 2 earlier. Yeah, he's still playing Destiny 2. So he's currently live as we speak. He is a granddad. He is a granddad gamer, just like me. Us granddads have got to stick together. Good content creator. Again, very much involved in the community. Very much involved in the chat. I popped into his chat for the first time and had no problem having a good conversation with him. So always, whenever you are creating content or definitely live streaming, always make sure you're engaging with your chat because ultimately they're who we're entertaining at the best of times. So I'm going to go into his About section. Let's have a quick read. So, Destiny 2 player, graffiti spraying granddad from Manchester. And of course, us Brits have got to stick together. Granddads, gamers, Brits, albeit I'm actually going to be leaving the UK at some point.
I think everyone is at this rate.
That's right. I thought a cat was eating the window. And I'm trying to work out what the reflection is. And it's actually my fuck your face knitted that I could see. And I'm like, what the fuck is that? And I just realized what it is. And it's me being special. So Grandad Gaming, currently streaming live over on Twitch right now. And I'm going to grab Grandad Gaming's link. Drop that into chat as well. Uncle Doosuck. Yes, Rick. Probably your Uncle Doosuck. It is tomorrow, isn't it? I thought it was the 17th. I am going senile, though. I'll happily admit that I'm going senile. Right, okie dokie. Over to Rumble we go. And then we got Recon Tech. So this chap actually came on my radar via Twitter because we were discussing games. There was ongoing threads about games and a few other things, and especially ongoing stuff with regards to PC setups and layouts. And you know me, I love my tech, and anytime someone's going to share a screen, share a photo of how their PC looks, I'm going to post my absolute freaking mess of a computer setup. So I'm just going to jump across over to Twitter and find the post that it put up. Boot. Where's this link tree? And then I'll drop his link. In fact, I'll just drop it now. So there's Recon Tex. Recon Tech. So we're over on Rumble. We've got 2 more Rumblers after this one, and then we're doing one more kick, and the final one is going to be the kick before I disappear on off and cook some dinner. But let's jump into Recon Tech's Twitter because I want to pull up the image. I actually like the setup. I do like the setup. So share this tab instead. So this is what kicked off the kind of like the networking between myself and Recon Tech. Never not share stuff. Some people won't use Twitter, some people won't use Facebook, but these platforms are also opportunities for you to network with other creators. I would never have found Recontech unless he had posted this image and obviously tagged Rumble in with it. And as soon as he's done that, this has come up on my feed, and I'm like, do you know what? I actually like that layout. He's got the free screen set up. He's got his
Pretty sweet.
Elgato. Say again, Abe.
That's pretty sweet. It's a nice, clean setup, that, isn't it?
Yeah, and I like. Do you know what? It never really dawned on me. And it just opened this up into a different screen so we can zoom in. It never ever dawned on me to put a camera or put the two screens at such an angle that the camera can go there. Yeah. So as you can see, the camera that I've got is on a boom arm and it comes halfway across the screen. Now, the reason why it's not dead center is I prefer to have kind of like a side-on view, because I'm constantly doing that to look at a different screen or looking at there to look at another screen. I want it to kind of like hit me side-on rather than directly in my face. But I thought for a setup, it's actually bloody clean. Now, obviously, he's using the same. So Recontech is using exactly the same foam inserts that I'm using, and mine came out like this as well originally. They were an absolute fuckfest. None of them were bloody straight at all. They're all because they come vacuum packed. Now, the first thing that they do tell you when you get your foam for your walls is open up the packet and just leave them and just let them breathe. The other thing to do, and I found was a lot better, is take them in the bloody shower, soak them, then leave them because they'll expand a lot better.
What, is it just foam?
Yeah, it's just foam, but because of the angles of the foam, it breaks up some of the echo.
Huh.
Now, behind my, where's my? Right, use the force, Luke. Noisy bastard. I need a cable. So I've got a remote control for my camera. So behind mine, wait for it to come to life, I've got the foam basically in the corners behind. So if I go this way, probably easier to see. So I've got the foam behind my screens. So because I project forward all the time, all of my freaking lights in the way, you can't see. All of my audio bounces off the wall that's dead in front of me. So all of my foam is... Where the fuck are you going, camera? Come back here. Oi, swat. Yeah. He's freaking got a bloody mind of his own. It's clearly female today. So because I'm projecting all of my sound forward, then that's where I stick all of my sound dampening. There's no point in me putting sound dampening behind me because there's no audio that's really going to be coming from that side apart from my voice. So everything's projected forward. The echoes are reduced. And in that way, coming back to the microphone, there's really very little. Very, very little. I don't have to worry about behind because I don't play music anywhere else other than my headphones. So I don't really need to worry about anything. But I'm actually trying to convince the wife to let me take over the spare bedroom. The other spare bedroom, because it's bigger. And I'm going to get more stuff in there. Because I want stuff like my World of Warcraft figures and things like that to be on show. Because it'll be pretty... I think it'll be pretty good. At the minute, people get to see caps. So I could show this view of the caps and just go from there.
Could have a full-blown man cave.
Yeah, I want a full-blown man cave. But that's probably when I go across to America. So, Recontech, let's bounce out Recontech. Good guy. I'm going to drop his Linktree link in as well. Make sure you pop across to Recontech. Next, we'll bounce into Condors. So another content creator that's popped on my radar, mostly from Twitter and some of the conversations. And it was all to do with Rumble Studio. Because since Rumble have released their creator content program, a lot of conversation hit Twitter over the course of 24 hours to discuss the process for streaming to Rumble using Rumble Studio. And obviously, Airconda was on that list of guys talking. Now, I'm going to share his links now. Airconda TV. Did I just see... What did I just miss? Battery H, the absolute best time to engage with your audience. Also, when you're streaming during a hurricane, tropical storm, there's a reason I bought a whole house generator. Rick asks, what's for dinner? Maple flavored pork loin chops, salad and stuff.
Nice.
Did I just see a subscription? Oh, bless him. Battery H to subscribe for 1 month. Thank you very much indeed, sir. That's incredibly generous of you, my friend. Yeah, because I saw this from Rick and I'm like, what do you mean, welcome aboard? What did I fucking miss? Botrix is not telling me that people are subscribing, so Botrix needs a kick. But back to Airconda. So very much like I've done is trying to provide some information to the Rumblers. Learning Rumble, navigating multi-streaming, premium video, ad reads, timestamps below, whatever, 1 month ago. He's got a few others getting started on Rumble. But also he's got his podcasts where he's on episode 20 talking about Let's Grab a Beer, which is his podcast. And let's bounce into this one. And very much like myself on the Hump Day Chinwag, grabs a beer and talks with the chat, discussing various different things.
It's just us. And they
Keeps
can
it real. And this is one of the things that I'm definitely looking for when I'm looking at content creators. People keeping it real. And definitely Airconda is one of those guys that I can support. And if we go back out to the main menu and I just go to the About section. If you're the channel here is to cover everything that ACC Gaming and Hobbies does not, let's grab a beer series. So he's got a couple of links to his gaming and his hobby crafts. So you will find connections to those. But ultimately for me, again, it comes back to small streamers not having a wide net in terms of networking, but this is a perfect opportunity to share those things. 93 followers, criminally under followed. There's his link again. And we are going to pop into Kick for the last shout out. Oof. Have you got... in fact, I'm going to... Before I go on to Kick and we look at the last person, Abe, have you found any content creators or any followers, any creators lately?
Not in particular, no. I've just been stuck in the usual cycle of the ones I normally watch at the moment.
Yeah. Is any that you think need to be shouted out a little bit more? Any in particular? Absolutely any one of them.
I'm not sure, really.
Anybody on the pub? Apart from all of them on the pub.
Well, yeah, all of them, really.
Yeah.
I mean, Devil always needs more subscribers.
Yeah.
It'd be great if we could get more viewers on the pub as well. Samuel,
the infamous.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, East Raider. Good to see you, mate. Yeah, I thought I'd just ask the question. Obviously, I don't want to keep on talking so much that you're not able to take part. So, yeah.
There's also Paul Hadouken and the Company Boys as well.
Yep.
Might be worth popping over to them, giving them a shout.
Yeah, Paul Hadouken. So let's grab Paul's link. 340 subs. He should be at 500 by now. It's obscene that he's not. It is obscene. The Company Boys. So Paul Hadouken and some of the guys also come together to play multiplayers quite often. 3 dudes hanging around playing video games. Video games. So there's the Company Boys as well. Let's do Beelzebub. So let's get Beelzebub. So that's Devil Made Me Do It. these guys we've looked at before, so it's no one new to the channel or no one fresh to the channel, but there's no harm with popping in and seeing them. And especially with Beelzebub, I mean, he's so close to the 300 as well. Would be good to see some of these guys start getting up to their 500s. I've got to shout out Dealbreaker.
Yep.
Because Dealbreaker finally, after his third attempt, is now monetized, which was absolute freaking insane. So YouTube rejected him 3 times and then turned around and said, you've got to wait 3 months before you can apply again. He waits the 3 months. He changes nothing. Applies, accepted.
Yeah. It's just so arbitrary, isn't it?
Bollocks. Absolute fucking bullshit. What are you doing, Kay? How you doing, sausage? Yeah, absolute fucking arbitrary fucking decision bollocks from one. They've had AI to quickly sweep the channel and say, has this channel got any problems? If they even a remote sniff of yes, they reject. If you then challenge them with an appeal, they then get a human not to review your channel, but to review those results. It's kind of like, well, what's the fucking point? Because you're just going to agree, because of the speed and the amount of people that are likely to be applying for applications, you're just going to go with what the AI has just told you. Oh, yeah, it looks... So 90% of your channel looks okay, but there's 10% a problem. Yes, let's reject you. Come back in 3 months. What? He comes back in 3 months, doesn't change anything, and yet it's accepted straight away. YouTube, your algorithms suck. And we know that.
Might also be worth giving Jack a shout as well. Now that he's started his, now that he's started his new series.
Yes.
Of which I was technically the first guest, but not really, because Yarnwich actually was, but it didn't work.
Jack Tarlad should definitely be over the 500. You'll notice the same theme with a lot of these people, guys. They're stuck between that 250 to 300 to 400. And they deserve to be at 500, definitely.
Yeah, easily.
So Jack's link's there. It wouldn't be a stream if we didn't shout out Yarny as well.
Yeah.
Yarny's almost at 400. I can't fucking believe how quickly this lass is fucking flying.
Yeah, she's done that at light speed, hasn't she?
Oh, yeah, fucking beats the fuck out of mine. I think that's, what, 2 months?
Yeah.
2 months. And, yeah, she's such a good content creator. Such a good content creator. Right, okay, we're going to pop in and see our last guy, conscious of time and conscious of the fact that I've got to do some cooking. And I've got another stream later. So our last person is going to be Yo Pops, who some people might have actually seen on various different streams. But let's go into Yo Pops. A live DJ set. And now, this is why I love this, is because it's live DJ music and stuff. And it's stuff that I don't get to see that often. Over on YouTube, obviously he's got a few more subscribers over on YouTube, so definitely pop across and check it out. So, yeah, live music, DJ sets, and you'll find, let's go into his live stuff, and let's go to the stuff that he streamed a couple of days ago. So he was out and about doing some driving and some music and stuff like that, but good content creator. You'll find him as well on various other different podcasts. So heavy into his podcast. You won't find much gameplay. And to be honest, this whole shout out doesn't matter what content creator you're into. It could be whether you're doing art, whether you're doing music, whether you're doing beatboxing, really irrelevant. If you're a small content creator or a small streamer, we'd like to give you a shout out. So I'm going to grab Yo Pops on YouTube, as well as his Kick. Now, obviously, Kick, if he gets some more subs and some more followers to watch his stuff, you can actually get affiliated over on Kick pretty quickly. So definitely pop over, give him a bit of a like, share, and a follow on his various different platforms. Just going to check my messages, see if anybody has brought anything up. No new stuff at the minute. Let me just check Discord before we jog on. Pete is playing War Thunder. Nice. And let's give Pete a shout as well. Let's give Pete the heretical nerd. Because we haven't popped in and seen Pete in a while. Need to have a good catch up with Pete.
Did we give Toasty a plug last week?
That sounded so kinky and wrong. We did pop in to see Toasty, but we should go and see Toasty more often. Toasty is also growing really, really quickly. I know you're in chat. I know we're talking about you in the third person. But Toasty, I love Toasty's content. I love the fact that she is fucking hilarious. She's based as fuck. She plays Marvel Rivals with us fairly often. It was a shame that I already had a stream booked because she did actually invite me onto her channel last night, but I wanted to crack on with Cyberpunk because we're so close to the end. So let's do Toasty, and then we're going to do a little bit of an outro, and then get the fuck out of here. So there's Toasty's link. Is it Streamer Bot? Let me drop that in chat again for you, mate. Here's your link, Toasty. Here's your link, mate. Streamer Bot. I'll pop it into a message to you as well, just in cases. There we go. There we go. Right. Thank you very much indeed, everybody. Obviously, we've only gone through like 8, maybe 10 people today, mostly because I wanted to just have a bit of a chin wag with Abe and also bounce through some of the stuff that I've been doing in terms of the Adobe Express, Streamer Bot, and a couple other stuff. But we will have a more fully rounded session this time next week. As always, it's going to be 16:30 going forward rather than 5 o'clock on the old time, because that allows me to have a better break between this stream and my night stream, and plus allows me to do some cooking, which I've got to do for the granddaughter and the wife in a second. Abe, have you got anything coming up? Have you got any shows coming up that you're going to be bouncing onto?
The next thing I'm going to be on is the Tuesday game stream.
Cool.
So between
Marvel
now and
Rivals.
then, yeah.
I've also just realised that I've just hit 1170 in terms of subs.
Nice.
Thank you very much indeed for that, whoever subbed to me.
Free. Next.
You know tunes, and it is fucking a banger. But Eclectic Show...
I've just hit an incredible 19 subscribers.
On YouTube's.
Yeah.
What's your YouTube handle? Is it Abe's gonna get you as well?
Abe's gonna get you, yeah.
Let's see if we can get you up to 20.
Woo!
Let's see if we can get Abe up to 20. We just need one person. We just need to get one person. Lily's here. Yeah. Lily's here with us for the week, Rick. So I've got Lee with me. But thank you very much indeed, all ladies, gents, and thank you very much indeed for your time, and also the follows, subscriptions for all those people that we mentioned today. As I mentioned in Discord, there is a specific channel. If you've got someone you want to give a shout out to, drop their details into that channel over on my Discord. Links for that in my description over on YouTube. Follow LinkedIn. You'll get a link. I'll give you the necessary permissions, but post your stuff in there. If not, drop it over to me over on Twitter. I'm always happy to get recommendations for new streamers, new content creators, even if that is yourself. It really doesn't matter. And
21 subs.
Yep. With that, thank you very much indeed. Thanks, Dave, for keeping me company. And I will be back at 8 o'clock this evening, which is 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, with some Final Fantasy 14 with Mirden. Until then, guys, enjoy the outro. See if you can spot yourself. And I will catch you all later.
Bye folks.
So let's wrap up of the spotlight. Sunday with you, it's a treat. Tombi's highlighted all the creators. We have shared and shown some light about creators we know and love. They make the content we can't get enough of. The grind of being small can really be tough. Every Sunday we show love. We build our community and family, making space for the ones who are like me. But this is more than marks and they're more than creators. I call them friends, now I'll see you later. Spotlight, sunlight, spotlight, spotlight, Sunday, spotlight, spotlight, Sunday, spotlight, spotlight, Sunday, spotlight. Reach out to Tombi to get involved. Thank you all, we'll see you later. Spotlight, Sunday, spotlight, spotlight, Sunday, spotlight. Reach out to Tombi to get involved. Thank you all, and we'll see you later.